So
what's happening? What's happening?
No.
But now a quick question to you, uThisha weDiski. Tell me, you have told us about the players that Kaizer Chiefs bought and they were fired. They're doing so well in their previous clubs. What happens when they get to Kaizer Chiefs?
I can tell you what happens.
Yeah.
I can tell you what happens, but you can say it first.
What
You can say it first.
Hello, it's time for the Diski preview show. Thank you very much for tuning in. And my name is yours truly, Mr. E. And I'm not alone in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by uThisha weDiski. And on my far left is Umo, and we are welcoming him back to the studio. Yeah, Mo, do you have anything to say?
He's on nerves.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him because the conversation we're going to have today is going to be a big one.
It's going to be a big
Chiefs
one.
Versus Orlando Pirates.
Most certainly, it's
One
going to be
of the biggest games in the country.
Oh, yeah.
In Africa.
In
Oh, yeah.
Africa.
On the continent.
On the continent.
Oh, yeah.
Continent.
Some will say in the world.
In the world.
It goes El Clasico.
Man
Man
United.
United, somewhere there.
I knew you would go there.
Yeah.
But it's the Reds Derby.
Yeah.
Who's the Red Devils?
Guys.
Liverpool and who? West Ham.
Man United.
Yeah. We don't know the other one. Red Derby, who?
Liverpool and Manchester United.
That's a derby.
That's a big derby.
That's not a derby. Mo, a derby is a game between teams that are from the same city. That's a derby. That's not a derby.
Okay. That's uThisha there. uThisha
let's
weDiski.
get
He's
it.
schooling Umo about what a derby is. He said it's about, it's a game between two teams from the same city. Where are you watching us from? Please tell us. And what are your thoughts on this game? It's Orlando Pirates versus Kaizer Chiefs. Please tell us on the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, the country is going to be divided over the weekend when Orlando Pirates, who Exonga Solvegi, goes head-to-head with Kaizer Chiefs, Amakosi. And I can tell you right now, in the studio, my guests are already divided. Maybe let's start off with uThisha weDiski. uThisha weDiski is going to be happening over the weekend here. As Gama Gebula will be going head-to-head with Kaizer Chiefs. What are your thoughts?
This is redemption time for Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
I always say Chiefs don't look forward to playing games.
Yeah.
But this has to be the only fixture
Yeah.
that Kaizer Chiefs looks forward to.
Yeah.
They know. I mean, they can go on to lose against Milford. They can go on to lose against Sundowns.
Yeah.
But they'll never lose against a Pirate.
Why is it that so, uThisha weDiski?
It's a derby. A lot is at stake. The bragging rights.
Yeah.
Mr. E, the bragging rights. You remember a couple of years ago, even though we didn't go against Chiefs' wishes,
Yeah.
Chiefs get happy when they play Pirates.
Yeah.
You draw Chiefs against Pirates.
So that's enough motivation for the players to do very well.
That's enough motivation.
Yeah.
Dupreez has been missing in front of goals,
So
but today he's scoring.
Yeah, he's going to score.
He was,
You don't look convinced, Debo.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want. I think
Yeah.
at this point, this is one of the most emotional games in South African football. Not from a standpoint of stats or who's in form, who's not in
Who's
form.
not in form, yeah.
But you know the game
Who's going to be scoring and who
yeah,
not.
in a game this big, everyone is amped up, hyped up. You
Yeah.
know, the occasion gets to players. But if you have players that could not step up against Milford of Sea,
Yeah.
an occasion that was just a Nedbank Cup fixture,
Yeah.
all they needed to do was win it. What do you expect them to do against one of the biggest clubs in
Yeah.
South Africa? I think at this moment in time, if Kaizer Chiefs fans are not careful, they must remember the days of the Dube Beds, when
Yeah.
the Dube Beds were flying high.
Yeah.
No one saw the Dube Beds get shot down.
Yeah.
But at some point, the Dube Beds were not flying anymore.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it started to happen with Kaizer Chiefs. I mean,
Yeah.
games like this, you come in, you don't have a goal you don't have a goal this year. You don't have a striker who can say has
Yeah.
at least more than 5 goals.
Yeah. Talking about strikers, I wanted to ask uThisha weDiski. uThisha weDiski, who's gonna score for the Kaizer Chiefs? Because I know they've been struggling in front of goal, especially Dupreez. I don't know what needs to be done for him to score a goal. Maybe we need to remove a goalkeeper there so that he might
Mr. E.
get a goal.
Mr. E. Mr. E.
Yeah.
If you remember back in school, Mr. E.
Yeah.
After writing your test, there's something you called corrections.
Yes.
Chiefs are on a correction phase now.
Yeah.
I said to you earlier on, Dupreez has been missing in front of goals.
Yeah.
He's going to be scoring this time.
Yeah,
You see,
but-
this is the best motivation.
Yeah.
You know what I like about the Chiefs?
Yeah.
People have written off the Chiefs.
Yeah.
If you go to the log now,
Yeah.
I swear,
Yeah.
less than 5 points separate Chiefs
Yeah.
and Pirates. But why is everyone on
So-
Chiefs
so-
back? We go to the past,
Yeah.
let's say 5 games.
Yeah.
Do you know with Pirates, it's a fact, Pirates has lost more games in the last past 5 league games than Kaizer Chiefs. So why is everyone against Kaizer Chiefs?
Okay,
Is Chiefs that much of a bigger brand?
Let's hear what
Is
Mo
Chiefs
has
that
to
much
say
of
there before he
bigger brand?
forgets. Before he forgets, Mo, you wanted to say something there.
Yes, Chiefs is a bigger brand.
Thank you.
And we have to be honest, Chiefs is a bigger brand because they have better marketing, traditional, you understand? But marketing does not play football.
Yes.
That's it doesn't play the game. If we're being honest, the better team right now in Soweto is Orlando Pirates. And it shows in the numbers, it shows in the team selection that went to the AFCON.
Yeah.
It shows. Agnabant the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Agnabant. Even your best players come from Orlando Pirates from development.
Yeah.
So at this moment in time, that thing is going right at Kaizer Chiefs. The only thing I say look at Kaizer Chiefs is the badge. And even that is falling apart. Because even more Naturena.
Yeah.
I swear to you, someone went there and said it's haunted because they saw ghosts running around with the phone.
You're right, Mo. And I believe in you saying that. It's the goals. In fact, we're going to not because Chiefs is playing bad. Let's be honest, Mo. Let's be honest. Chiefs is not playing bad football. They're just unlucky. Chiefs are creating a pose. But in fact, to praise my favorite, I think the pose just move. There's something the Chiefs needs to fix. And it's unfortunate.
I hear you, uThisha, weDiski. Are you saying there's ghosts in Natural?
There's ghosts and faith in Natural.
There's ghosts, and they're going to be playing the ghosts this on Saturday.
Amen.
So
they say amen, Baba. Come this ghost, amen, Baba.
Yeah.
Come this ghost, amen. When it comes to this game, in fact, I love Chiefs. But the results are not coming in. But in face playing Pirates. If there's a team that Chiefs doesn't fear, I'm facing Orlando Pirates.
Let's quickly profile the two teams, right? I'm looking at a Kaizer Chiefs team. Back in the day when they used to play very well, they always had a person who was a center, or rather a point of reference in terms of scoring goals. We saw the likes of Knowledge Musona. We used to have the likes of very what's his name? Oh, not Shabanala. Oh, who's this striker? Onomvete and all the other guys. But currently, Musona and all the other guys. Currently, who is the point of reference in Kaizer Chiefs in terms of scoring goals?
Who to breeze?
Who does not score goals?
He's been unfortunate.
Yeah.
He's been unfortunate.
Because if
a while back, just last week,
Yeah.
we're watching the biggest derby, the Manchester Derby.
Yeah.
Best striker in the world.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree when I say Haaland? Haaland told you to breeze.
Haaland being the best striker
Haaland
in the world.
to breeze. Haaland missed.
But he went on to redeem himself.
Dupreez will do that. He's capable of doing that. Redemption. I said earlier on, redemption. Then about if Haaland misses and you're not so hard on Haaland, why be hard on Dupreez?
Okay.
Yeah, Kumbula when Bafana was playing AFCON.
Yeah.
Why were people crying Dupreez should be there? It potentially cold.
Okay.
Just luck.
No problem. Let's quickly get into the profiling the Orlando Pirates as far as scoring goals is concerned. I think Umakova will come into the picture this time around.
I think one thing you have to give Pirates credit for, especially starting from last season coming into this season, is that Pirates have a brand of football.
Yeah.
Understand? You can watch a game of Pirates, maybe after 5 touches, you can predict where the ball's going to go.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs, they're guilty of falling apart in terms of their own build-up. So players don't know what to expect from each other.
Yeah.
Understand? So you can speak of Haaland, but Haaland knows that if someone gets the ball, if I run this way, I'm probably going to get the pass.
Yeah.
At Kaizer Chiefs, Dupree doesn't know when Yusuf Mat gets the ball, where the ball is most likely to go.
Yeah.
Because if you look at how they play their football, they gamble going forward.
Yeah.
They gamble going forward. When Orlando Pirates, when they get the ball, there's a structured
They
build
know
up.
exactly.
When they go, exactly. You can see the Spanish philosophy that they're playing too.
Yeah.
With Kaizer Chiefs, when you think about the times of Nurkovic, they were playing direct football, but there was a football being played.
Yeah, and Nurkovic was a point of reference in terms of scoring goals. Hence, they took that route.
At this moment in time, you watch teams around South African football build up, and that's the reason why they couldn't score a goal against the Milford FC, and they couldn't score a goal against other small teams. It's because there's no formula to how they get the ball into the box. You understand? You can't even say, good to know, we're at N1 football, we go down the flank, we cross it in, because it's always random. It's always randomized. And that's the same argument we had about Kaizer Chiefs 5 seasons ago when they dropped it after leading by 14 points against Mamelodi Sundowns. That you guys don't have a brand of football. But at least back then it was N1. We knew that Nurkovic was the man who was going to put the ball down, he was going to find the player running in, and that would possibly be a goal. But at this moment in time, there is no, between the midfield and the forwards, there is no communication. You can't even say that you're going into this game and you say Orlando Pirates are going to dominate the midfield. You know for a fact they're going to dominate the midfield.
Yeah.
And more importantly, you know for a fact
but the Kaizer Chiefs midfield is not short of very good players. We've got the likes of Castillo, we've got Umteta, we've got Yusuf Mata, and probably he's going to try and do a Pontane on Uchaina.
The branding
Yeah.
it's there. The brand of football, style of football, Chiefs, it's there. You know why? And you know what's proof good is there? How many one-on-ones does Dupreez get? It's about the final touch. It's about the final touch. Dupreez in face, I'm ball.
Yeah.
Chiefs, for Chiefs to be effective, you know what you must do?
Yeah.
Here in mid, you got Umat, you got Umteto.
Yeah.
Play those long balls on the side for Dupreez to chase.
Yeah.
And they do that.
Yeah.
You find it to please one-on-one, no goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So that's the only problem. From there, man, the finishing touch,
I want to find out something. When they play that brand of football whereby they pass the ball, that long ball to Dupreez, is he going to be able to outrun Osibise? Because Osibise, I know he's a very good defender. He's very fast as well. He's quick on the ball, and he's quite a seasoned defender. Do you think that Dupreez will be able to go past Osibise?
9 out of 10.
And that defense.
When you talk about Chiefs not scoring goals, the last goal for Chiefs against Pirates, you know how it came about? It was an own goal.
Yeah.
One day I scored an own goal. How? In their pressure. But that's going to be forced Upai to please own goal.
You're undercutting that own goal. It was a spectacular own goal.
It was a spectacular.
Pressure.
We're not saying it's not a pressure.
Yeah.
We're saying it's a spectacular own goal because if you look at how it went in, it was an own goal that any defender can say, there was nothing I can do about it. But all we're saying is this. The Kaizer Chiefs at the end of the day, they lack one thing. They lack an identity in football. And to be honest with you, I know you can name players. You can say this guy plays this guy plays that. You have one player, Omnandi, doesn't make a team.
Yeah.
The days of football relying on one player is over.
Yeah.
You can't play football with one player.
It has to be a system now.
It has to be a system. Even the best players in the world play in a system.
Yeah.
If you look at this derby that you just spoke of, the Manchester City derby, what was the difference between United and Manchester City? Manchester City stuck to their brand. That's why they ended up dominating possession to about 79% or 71%. Because they knew. Their coach says from here, from the first to the second, third, it's my football. Once you're in the box, it's your football. But Oksalayo, there's my methods here. So if you look at Kaizer Chiefs, what is the influence of the coach? Besides selecting the players. Because the conversation we're having here, it sounds like once he selected these guys, the job is done.
Yeah, you see,
but
I've watched Kaizer Chiefs play before. They normally play, they try to pass the ball around, but there's a lot of mistakes that are done there. On the third pass or the fourth pass, they lose possession. So obviously, they are trying something out here, but it doesn't work. The minute it doesn't work, maybe it's now a free play for everyone. Just do whatever you think is going to work.
But Mr. E, to be honest with you, that's a symptom of a team that doesn't have a philosophy. Because when you play together at practice, I don't know, you've played football. When you're practicing, the reason why we're practicing is that you can get familiar with each other.
Yeah.
So you know that more things like this.
Yeah.
I think like this.
Yeah.
If I have the ball, what creates a 1-2? Trust.
Yeah.
Yes, the trust.
Let me put
because
the ball.
If I'm going to give you a 1-2, I'm going to pass you the ball. I'm going to trust you're going to pass me the ball back.
Yes.
So that's what gives me confidence to make the run.
Yeah.
But if I don't know that you're going to pass the ball back, I'm going to hesitate to run. And then what are you going to do? You're going to pass it into empty space and I'm not there. And that's the one fundamental about Kaizer Chiefs that's killing them. That E1-2 is impossible because the players don't know each other. And the players don't, frankly, for being honest, the players don't want to play with each other. So you have a bunch of guys who are getting paid a lot of money, who are, yes, talented. But at the end of the day, maybe it's arrogance, maybe it's the coach not bringing them together into one space and into the right frame of mind. But at the end of the day, you will see, you can even watch the game this weekend, and you'll tell me about how many 1-2s that didn't connect. Because I passed you, I thought about running, then I stopped. Then you made the pass.
Yeah, but I hear you more. I hear what you're saying. But I think there is a game whereby Kaizer Chiefs won 1-0. I think that's when, is it the one whereby Isanda scored that on goal?
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs wasn't that bad at all.
No.
That game, if it wasn't for the mistake for Unda, it would have been a draw. Playing that same football that they are currently playing now.
If we look at the last three, last derby, Pirates 1-0. Goal scored by Umahop. Before then, it was in Nedbank Cup. Pirates won in extra time. 1-1, 90 minutes. Umteta goes on to score the winning goal in extra time. Before then, Chiefs won the game 1-0. That was the own goal. What does it say? It's even. Hence, if we're talking about Chiefs, as overall, in general, when it comes to league, Cup, yes, Chiefs is really struggling. But I repeat, if there's a fixture, Chiefs is looking forward to playing, is against the Pirates.
So you're saying,
because they know it's easier to play against Pirates than to play against Milford.
So when Kaizer Chiefs plays against Orlando Pirates, there's another element that is added, another dimension that comes into play.
On that day, that's where it bears. We'll be playing a role. The Chiefs, let me tell you one thing about the Chiefs. The Chiefs, we have to agree. The league is gone. Nedbank, we're out. We're out. So, there's no more silverware available. So now, for consolation, who's shy pirate? Consolation with shy pirate. All you have to do breaking rights.
Once
we beat the Pirates and prove we're the most successful team in the Southern Hemisphere. Once we show we're the best team in Soweto, we're done.
What do you have to say about breaking rights on Saturday more?
Mr. E, winning a Soweto Derby doesn't come with a trophy. That stopped when Carling even noticed that we need to add more teams to this cup.
Because Kaizer Chiefs is
maybe he thinks we're playing a Carling Black Label Cup. That's what he thinks we're playing for. But Oksala, you will shake hands on Saturday. We'll shake hands at the end of the game. But one thing I'll tell you is that we are playing for Africa. I don't know if Kaizer Chiefs is playing for survival. Maybe they want top 8 next season. But at the end of the day, if they don't fix their football, because somewhere along the lines we have to all be honest. Kaizer Chiefs forgot they were playing football. They became about the money and the business. So if they remember that there's football, the whole reason why we're here,
it's all about the balance sheet at the end of the year.
At the end of the day,
how much money is coming in, how much money is going out.
I'll put it to you very simply. The best player at Kaizer Chiefs is that logo. The best player at Kaizer Chiefs is that logo. That logo brings in all the money. That logo is achieving all the goals. That logo is meeting all the objectives. But the football itself is no longer the golden child at Kaizer Chiefs. And it's sad to say it because you have to think about whether or not the people behind the team have fallen out of love with football. And that's something that we have to address as football fans. And if they've fallen out of in love with football, they've taken something that was so beautiful and they diluted it by giving it to sponsors. And now we can always say that Chiefs, the team belongs to the sponsors. It doesn't even belong to the fans anymore. So at the end of the day, Kaizer Chiefs fans have marched. They've written letters. They've written letters of demand. They've done everything under the sun trying to fix their team. At this moment in time, this team comes into this game, hoping that this is the only pride they can hold on to. But at the end of the day, I ask you even at home, is that the Kaizer Chiefs you want to support? Is it the Kaizer Chiefs you want to wear the jersey off on a Sunday with you and your wife and your kids all wearing that yellow jersey? Orlando Pirates, I'll tell you, Orlando Pirates stands for heritage. You can hate people like Orlando Pirates, but there's heritage behind Orlando Pirates. There's tradition behind Orlando Pirates. There is a sense of belief behind Orlando Pirates. Even if Orlando Pirates are struggling, no matter, even in this time of Mamelodi Sundowns doing all that they've done, people who support Orlando Pirates always have that pride. Guti, we have a star from Africa. You understand? They always have that pride. Guti, we can go into a cup final and challenge Mamelodi Sundowns. There's still that pride, Guti. We still have players go to the CAF with Mamelodi Sundowns players, which tells you that the football is number one in the team, regardless of the sponsors. When the Pirates fans cry, the cry is heard. But on the other side of Soweto, where the grass is greener,
and the grass is green.
You know what? You should have known something was wrong. Orlando Pirates is still in Soweto again. It's still in Soweto. When you go to Naturena, do you not cross the highway?
You do. On the other side.
Yes,
Diski, yes. I was waiting for you to come in through the I saw you were deep in thought.
Let the answer is simple. Simple. The bigger picture. Mr. E, you're an A student. You get 80% for exam. You clap hands. You write a test again. You get 60%. What happens? Do we clap hands?
No.
We don't clap hands. You've dropped. We get Umola. Exam. He gets what? He gets 50%. Fine. Second exam. He gets 55. You clap or not clap?
We'll clap.
You clap. He's done more. He's improved. So back to Chiefs. Chiefs did so much in faith earlier on in the years. That's good mind. People have that when you talk about your brand, your Chiefs, it's like you're talking about your Man City.
It's
like you're talking about your Real Madrid. So much a big A lot is expected from Kaizer Chiefs. One, because the Chiefs, the heritage, most speaks about heritage. The Chiefs, in our heritage. So much heritage, they did so much in the past that a lot is expected from them. You look at the last 6 games. Let's go, or even 7 games. The Chiefs has less than 2 losses. You look at the last 5 games. The Pirates has 2. So Pirates has more losses than Chiefs, but so much pressure is on Chiefs. Why? Because of what Chiefs has done in the past. So now we're saying, Mo, I won't lie and say, Chiefs is playing the best branded football at the moment. But they're not playing that bad. It's just Chiefs has done so much better in the past that we were expecting them to do even better. But now they struggle. Now they are far in the Pirates. So
you are saying the two Soweto Giants by so doing you are saying Sundowns is now the benchmark of football.
Sundowns, we cannot lie about that. We cannot lie about that. If we talk about EPSL, go by Sundowns. And then where choosing the Pirates, guys.
At 4 and 5.
Mr. E, I just want to close this. I just want to close this part of the argument by simply saying this. Leeds United has heritage. Newcastle United has heritage. The Dewey Beds have heritage. Celtic, Bloom Celtic has heritage. Heritage will never stop you from falling by the wayside. And like I said, heritage means nothing when you've fallen out of in love with football. Because if you look at Kaizer Chiefs, they couldn't even sustain more than 1 generation of leadership in that team. Orlando Pirates has gone through it. Orlando Pirates is Soweto. Orlando Pirates is the streets of Soweto. The story of Orlando Pirates is engraved in Soweto. That's why the stadium will always stand at Orlando. Because even when you go to Orlando Stadium, you meet the people. Tourists come to this country, they don't want to go see Chiefs playing at the Soccer City. They want to go to Orlando Stadium to go see Pirates play. And I'll tell you why. When you go watch a game, the Chiefs, even when the derby takes place in Johannesburg, it's lifeless from the streets. And I don't mean that there's no people. I mean that there's people. But the people, there's no passion there. But when you go to a Pirates game, from the guy who's helping you park your car, to the guy who's selling you a ticket, Mango, Patata ticket, 950 rand, you can see that all these people are here for one thing and one thing only, and that's for that badge. You understand? When we get inside, they all want to scream together. We're going to cry together. We're going to fall together. Kaizer Chiefs is like your rich cousin from the suburbs. Young son. He will eat everything. You know what I'm saying? So
all the expensive things he's got. He eats everything.
He says to you that, hey, let black label snacks. You understand? But at the end of the day, we love Kaizer Chiefs. We're not angry at Kaizer Chiefs. All we're saying is, and as fans of football, you need to understand where this conversation is coming from. We're coming back to say, in a country where someone can come in and buy your status, be careful before this becomes you in 10 years. That's all we're saying. We're saying that because in the Premier League, you can get relegated 5 times. Maybe even 9 times. And then you can come back, spend 2 decades coming back. But is it possible in South African football? Because once you get to MDC, is there any lower than MDC? And if there's any lower than MDC, you're going to be able to come back. I mean, how many teams have we lost over the years? I mean, as South African football fans, you have to be honest. Now let's have a conversation about South African football. How many teams did you grow up supporting with your father? He then left football altogether. You started supporting. But tomorrow when you and your son sit down, you'll name teams that he will never know existed.
Tembisa Classic.
Yeah, but Tembisa Classic. Where's Jomo right now?
Many Rangers.
You understand?
So it's like they never existed.
But the institution of Kaizer Chiefs is supposed to be one of those institutions where you look at and say, we'll never go through such a thing. But if they've fallen out of in love with football, what's stopping a Mam Kizet from coming in and saying, here's 50 million?
Let's be fair. Yes, Chiefs is not, I repeat, they're not playing the brand of football.
But look down the line.
Chiefs guaranteed, end of the season, top 8.
Yes.
We can never say which Chiefs will be relegated. So much the problem is the silverware. Which is something, look, we're looking to work on that. And hopefully, but Mo, you look at the Chiefs, I'm signing with Chiefs, Mo. But saying we pull him mode. Let's admit, it was fired. We thought he was going to be fired at Chiefs. They bought Umtanzan. He was fired at Cape Town City. What's happening? The boat Shavaril.
Yeah.
He was fire.
Yeah.
Kumarume Kaladze. The boat Umthetho. He was fire. It's Stellenbosch.
So
what's happening? What's happening?
But now a quick question to you, uThisha weDiski. Tell me, you have told us about the players that Kaizer Chiefs bought and they were fired. They're doing so well in their previous clubs. What happens when they get to Kaizer Chiefs?
I can tell you what happens.
Yeah.
I can tell you what happens, but you can say it first.
Yeah.
You can say it first.
Okay, yeah.
No,
but one thing.
Let me tell you what former footballers have been crying about in Kaizer Chiefs. The money.
Which is the man?
The money.
Yeah.
Because when you leave any other club in South Africa, that's why Chiefs, the players that played for Chiefs don't want to leave.
They want to stay there.
Sipucha didn't want to leave. Tumlenkuni doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Katane didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
They all stay there for way too long. Even when the years are done, they're still at Kaizer Chiefs. Why?
They'll always be there.
Why?
Because of the money.
Natural. You understand?
Yeah.
When you have to go play for a team there in Limpopo, you're not training at Natural. You don't walk in tracksuit and Nike and I'm a squeeze ball and I'm a choose, I'm a energy. You understand? It's a lifestyle. That's what I'm saying. The glamour boys.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. So much that lifestyle puts you into the mindset of I've made it.
Yeah.
What happens when you make it? You relax.
You don't.
Because now you don't need to struggle anymore. You know? So feel
that you no longer drive that little car. They now use a very big SUV.
You understand? And the paycheck goes up. And if you look at players that have been destroyed by what we can say was the lifestyle at Kaizer Chiefs, who came back years later, about Junior Kanya, for example.
Yeah.
Their main problem was never that they couldn't play football.
Yeah.
It was that the lifestyle.
The lifestyle.
Money. And all those players that died at Kaizer Chiefs and all those things, not saying, you understand? It was the money and the lifestyle.
So
but if you go to Sundowns, if you go to Mamelodi Sundowns, the objective is very simple. Yes, I know the argument is going to be, but why is it not happening at Sundowns?
Yeah.
At Sundowns, the objective is very simple. You enter through the door, I send you because I want this trophy, this trophy, this trophy, this trophy.
Yeah.
No matter the money says what.
Yeah.
You understand? You train outside Torkop next to Tembisa right there. Uzeli span.
Yeah.
So Shai span. Results talk.
Straight.
No results, you call.
Yeah.
And they're not scared to let you go.
Yeah.
They don't care who you are. If you don't deliver, you bounce. At Kaizer Chiefs, when you have to leave Kaizer Chiefs, you get signed by Richards PFC. You figure out when you park your Lamborghini
SUV there.
You're the only one parking this Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Because at Kaizer Chiefs, you're one of 10.
Yeah. You wanted to say something, uThisha Diski.
No,
wanted to say.
I'm facing.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm finding this song that says, Nigga,
I admit it. Okay, gentlemen. Now let's go back to the weekend's game. All right. Are you sure Kaizer Chiefs, or you really think Kaizer Chiefs is going to win this one?
I don't think. In fact, I'm hoping.
Okay, it's hoping against hope. And then I'll come to you more. Pirates is going to take this one.
Mr. E, not only will Pirates take this game, but they're going to keep a clean sheet, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, there'll be more than 3 goals scored by Pirates.
Past Ufuma.
Yeah, no penalties.
Mo, if you say clean sheet, are you telling me Duplessis is not going to score? No, Duplessis is going to score.
Well, okay, Mo, can I ask you something? I know Duplessis. I mean, he once upon a time, or even now, they call him the breadwinner. He scored a couple of goals. But why do you think Yinko Menga?
No, like I said, I have no face to the player. You can't blame a shark for not swimming when it's on dry land. I'm told.
Yeah.
When you're not playing, especially as a forward, when you're not playing in a team that can deliver the ball to you, you've played as a forward.
Yeah.
You know, if your team can't put passes together at the back, you know you never want to get the ball. And every time you get the ball, it's a 50-50. It's gambling.
It's gambling.
I'm a chance. You have to put the ball down. You have to turn around. You have to beat the player. And by that time, you're a striker.
Yeah.
Most strikers, they did a study in Europe. They said most strikers score within their third touch. 1, 2, 3. So first touch, I'm expecting you to put it down.
Yeah.
I mean, you were watching the game where City beat Manchester United 3-1. That pass that Foden received. First touch on his right foot. Second touch to place the ball. Third touch, back of the net. Second goal, first goal he scored, Foden. Got the ball, first touch, opened his body up. Second touch, made sure that he's away from the defender. Third touch, back of the net. I'm told. So where is Dupree finding himself in such spaces? Because if the ball does make it to him, he has to then work the ball into a position where he can get it. But the problem is, Kaizer Chiefs are not going to play with enough confidence to have 4 players back him. Because the moment he puts the ball down, he's alone. Or he has one
isolated.
No, you know what I love? Great analysis. Mo. you know what I love the most about your analysis?
Yeah.
Baba, when you talk about Kaizer Chiefs,
Yeah.
you have to compare them to Abu Man City, Baba. You have to compare to our Real Madrid.
The
potential
just
is
the
there.
first games there. Yes,
But
Kaizer
you won't
Chiefs played
compare-
Manchester City. I think
you
Manchester
have to
City
compare
did
them
come to
with
South
Manchester
Africa
City.
some time back.
Chiefs, I think Chiefs is the only team that has beaten Manchester City. I think the only African team that has beaten
Yeah,
Manchester
I think they
City.
did come.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason. We're just going through a phase. Guys, we're just going through a phase.
Yeah.
But even more, Baba,
Yeah.
when you compare Chiefs, you compare Real Madrid. You compare Manchester City.
The big teams.
Why Angati? Pirates. You must check Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, compare Pirates. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've noticed something
Yeah.
with you more.
Yeah.
I mean, the conversation that you were having with you, and you seem to be backing Orlando Pirates, but you've got more to say about Kaizer Chiefs.
No.
Exactly. It's always going to be like that. It's always going to be like that, Baba. It's always going
Have
to
you
be like
been
that.
analyzing
Yeah.
your
Let me
competitor
tell you.
that
Let me
much,
tell you.
or is it just what you know about Kaizer Chiefs?
So, Mr. E, this thing is not very complicated. You don't fix something that's not broken.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
No one is crying saying Pirates is broken.
Yeah.
You understand? All we're saying is that Mamelodi Sundowns is excelling at the moment.
Yeah.
And
More than the two Soweto Giants.
more than the two, traditionally two Soweto
Two
Giants.
Soweto Giants, right.
But at the end of the day, when you look at the conversation we're having around Chiefs,
Yeah.
you can take it one of two ways.
Yeah.
You can take offense because we're saying it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or you can take warning and understand Guti umzali yakshaya more better. And at this point in time, we are just saying Guti the red flags are there. You understand? There's so many red flags that are there.
Yeah.
From the pitch to the dressing room to the changing rooms,
To
every room around
to
the
the
club.
boardroom.
But all we are warning is to say,
Yeah.
Capella before it gets so far.
Yeah.
That you wake
can't
up.
that you won't be able to fix it.
And I think from a Kaizer Chiefs
Correct it.
perspective, they'll
Yeah.
only feel that once they start losing sponsors. But because that's their main concern. We win sponsors, we don't win games.
Okay, but can I quickly ask you something here? Do you think at one particular time in our lifetime, Kaizer Chiefs might be relegated at this point? I mean, at the way they are playing.
Not in South African football, because I'll tell you one thing about South African football that's so embarrassing that a lot of people don't even want to mention it out loud.
Yeah.
Is that we have amateurs who believe they can run football clubs.
Yeah.
And we have football people who are not being allowed to run football clubs.
Yeah.
So people who studied the game, who played the game, who understand the game, are not being empowered to come in and run these institutions.
Yeah.
Right now, every Kasi has a white elephant football club.
Yeah.
In my area, it's called Pesheka's Football Club.
Yeah, there's one in Mabopani. I don't remember the name, but I've seen it.
There's a lot of white elephants
Yeah.
in our communities.
members.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the issue is we have people with money who are coming into the space and they're buying clubs for their children like it's a car. You understand? And some people who are buying the club just because being Funuzale PSL, I couldn't make it, I have the money,
Yeah.
Nasi status.
Now this is
And
how
what
I'm
that
gonna
does, it dilutes the quality of football that we're playing at the top level.
Yeah. Hey, those are the sentiments of you're still going.
I was just going to say that's why we have at the end of the day situations like we have right now, where we have clubs in the PSL that when you look at them play their football, they're only learning as they go.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's diluting it. It's making us look bad.
Yeah.
It's making Chiefs lose to Milford FC and you
Yeah.
say it's okay because they play the championship.
Yeah.
We don't know how Milford got there. You understand? So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is respect our football. You understand? Instead of investing in nice shirts, let's invest in creating leagues, under leagues, under leagues, under leagues. So we can have more professional footballers, so that the competition can go up, so that we can go into World Cups, you understand, and perform at the best level. But as long as we have two divisions that we can be proud of, and on top of that we have anybody. If Mr. E, if you won the lotto today, 70 million rand, and you woke up tomorrow, you took 50, and you bought a club in the PSL,
I'll buy Golden Arrows.
and you buy Golden Arrows.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to stop you? You can change it to Mr. E's.
First 11. Your last words are uThisha weDiski. Sorry.
So when you play against Chiefs,
Yeah.
does that not dilute the quality?
It does. Yeah, your last words are uThisha weDiski.
No, Umo, you asked Umo a simple question.
Yeah.
He gave you a 500 words essay, but he didn't answer your question.
Yeah.
Repeat the question. Do
Yeah.
you ever see Chiefs being relegated?
No.
Yes or no?
Okay,
No.
he's saying no.
Okay. But back to your point, Mo, when you're talking about these divisions, personally, in faith, Chiefs is playing Pulukwane. And I'm from Tembisa season 32. A team members is playing ambassadors. I prefer to watch team members versus ambassadors than
you pick up SMS, MTN,
Blackberry,
the Professor.
the darker the berry, the sweeter the
Yes.
And you know the funniest thing, Mr. E, as we close, some of those players left your Swallows, left your Kaizer Chiefs
To go there.
to go play a
Yeah.
gas.
I've
always asked myself the question, why Blackberry knows Kwama bengafuna ukungena ku PSL?
They go, they come back. Blackberry signed a contract with Fritz Stars, NFT, came back. He saw with her man.
Like us. It's been a big one. It's been a fiery discussion and conversation with uThisha, weDiski, and yours truly, Umo. There are other games to be on the lookout for that we'll be highlighting this weekend, where SuperSport United will be playing against Amazulu, while Sundowns, Amasandawana, currently on the roll. They will be entertaining Chipa. I would like to thank you very much for tuning into this week's exciting episode of the Diski Preview Show. Until next time, my name is yours truly, Mr. E.